Welcome back, children. We are continuing the chapter Respiration in Plants, second assignment video for the fourth week of October. Now, we have already studied the glycolysis in the previous modules. In the just previous one, we have studied what we call oxidative decarboxylation, in which pyruvic acid. Two molecules of pyruvic acid, which is a 3-carbon compound, that is broken down into 2-carbon compound that is called acetyl coenzyme. You got that? Now what happened to the acetyl coenzyme? Yes, what happens to the acetyl coenzyme? Acetyl coenzyme is formed in the outside the mitochondria. Acetyl coenzyme is formed outside the mitochondria. Now this acetyl coenzyme is diffused into the mitochondria and enter the Krebs cycle. Acetyl coenzyme diffused into mitochondria and enter the Krebs cycle. The Krebs cycle is taking place in the mitochondria. So it is called mitochondrial Krebs cycle. Okay, mitochondrial Krebs cycle. It is called a tricarboxylic acid cycle because almost all the chemicals are carboxylic acid, carbon containing acid. Okay. Now the acetyl coenzyme, you can understand, 2-carbon molecule of acetyl coenzyme enter the mitochondria. Now what happens to this acetyl coenzyme? Acetyl coenzyme combines with oxaloacetic acid. What is oxaloacetic acid? It is a 4-carbon compound. You can see the 4-carbon compound, oxaloacetic acid. This oxaloacetic acid you have studied in which? C4 cycle. Okay? C4 cycle, the first stable product in the C4 cycle is oxaloacetic acid. Same oxaloacetic acid here. So oxaloacetic acid condenses with acetyl coenzyme in the presence of water. Here water is required. So oxaloacetic acid condenses or react with acetyl coenzyme. So you can understand here 4-carbon compound and here it is what? 2-carbon compound. 4 plus 2, 6 carbon. But now here the first stable product. First product is citric acid, which is a 5-carbon compound. And what is happening to the 1 carbon? It is released as carbon dioxide. So 1 carbon plus 5, 6 carbon. So here 4 carbon of oxaloacetic acid combines with the 2 carbon of acetyl coenzyme, 6 carbon. Here the first stable product formed is 5 carbon plus 1 carbon dioxide. So 6 carbon that is neutralized. So, because citric acid is the first compound formed in this reaction, the Krebs cycle is also called the citric acid cycle. Krebs cycle is called the citric acid cycle because the first stable product of the Krebs cycle is the citric acid, which is a 5-carbon compound. You got that idea? So once again, 4-carbon oxaloacetic acid combines with the, simply I am telling, 4-carbon oxaloacetic acid combines with the 2-carbon acetyl coenzyme and form a 5-carbon compound citric acid. First step. This reaction is catalyzed by an enzyme, citrate synthase. Enzyme name is citrate synthase. You got it? Now, in the next step, citrate synthase is isomerized to isocitrate. But that is the small step we do not show here. This step we do not show here. Citrate synthase is isomerized to isocitrate. We do not show that. So what happens? Citric acid directly converted to alpha ketoglutarate acid. Citric acid is converted to alpha ketoglutarate acid. Here NAD is reduced to NADH. Very important. NAD is reduced to NADH. From when citric acid is converted to alpha ketoglutarate acid, the carbon dioxide is released, then NAD is reduced to NADH. Clear? Everybody is clear? Clear. Now alpha keto glutaric acid undergoes series of reactions. That's why I have written here dots, lines only, not a continuous line. Broken lines or dots I have kept here. Or alpha ketoglutarate acid is converted to succinic acid. Alpha ketoglutarate acid is a 5-carbon compound. Succinic acid is a 4-carbon compound. What happened to one carbon? It is replaced as carbon dioxide. Here also NAD is reduced to NADH. 2 NAD is reduced to 2 molecules of NADH. Here also 2 NAD, 2 NADH. Everywhere 2, 2, 2 because 2 molecules here, 2 acetyl CoAs and oxaloacetic acid also 2 molecules. Okay. So that you did not write, but here 2 molecules of NADH is formed. Along with the 2 molecules of NADH, you can see 2 molecules of GTP also formed. GTP. What is GTP? Guanosine triphosphate. What is the full form of GTP? It is equal to ATP, adenosine triphosphate. Guanosine triphosphate. Okay? Guanosine triphosphate. Now guanosine triphosphate is formed. So in this step it is very, very important. Alpha ketoglutarate acid is converted to succinic acid. Succinic acid. Again, 1 carbon is less here. Succinic acid. So during this reaction, it is NAD and is reduced to NADH2. Then GDP is reduced to or formed into GTP, guanosine triphosphate. Now succinic acid is converted to series of reactions. Is malic acid. During which 2 molecules of FAD is reduced to FADH2. Okay? Now malic acid is again regenerated to oxaloacetic acid. During which 2 molecules of NAD is reduced to 2 molecules of NADH2. So these are the reactions in the Krebs cycle. In mitochondria, the 2 acetyl CoAs here from outside enter, they condense with or react with the oxaloacetic acid in the presence of water and form citric acid. The citric acid is converted to alpha ketoglutarate acid. Then during which carbon dioxide is formed, NAD is reduced to NADH2. Now alpha ketoglutarate acid is converted to succinic acid into a series of reactions during which carbon dioxide is formed, NAD is reduced to NADH2. NAD, you can say NAD is reduced to NADH2. GDP is formed into or GDP combined with inorganic phosphate and form GTP. Then succinic acid is converted to malic acid. FAD is converted to FADH2. Malic acid into oxaloacetic acid, during which NAD is formed into NADH. So this is called the mitochondrial Krebs cycle. You have to draw this diagram and lay it. Okay? Now we can understand the entire process of aerobic respiration. Entire process of aerobic respiration. I told you 4 steps. Glycolysis, oxidative decarboxylation, Krebs cycle, and oxidative phosphorylation. That is the next step. Okay? Oxidative phosphorylation. From all this, 1 molecule of glucose converted to carbon dioxide formed here. No? Carbon dioxide, then water, and water is formed here. Water. Along with oxaloacetic acid, water is formed. Okay? So, carbon dioxide, water, and energy. How many types of energy? I have already told you carbon dioxide is the product and water is the product. Water is formed finally. So carbon dioxide, water is formed. Energy, how many energy? Yes, I am telling now about the energy. Totally from 1 glucose molecule is converted oxidate in the presence of oxygen. Totally into this carbon dioxide and water. Complete complete oxidation of one molecule of glucose results in 10 NADH2, 2 GTP, and 2 FADH2. Okay, these are the end product of energy. You contain energy in it. Okay, one NADH contain 3 ATP, one GTP contain 1 ATP. ATP is the ultimate form of energy store, energy molecule. So NADH is converted to ATP during oxidative phosphorylation. Conversion of NADH into ATP is happening in the next step, that is called oxidative phosphorylation. Clear everybody? So NADH is converted to ATP. So one NADH is equal to how many ATP? 3 ATP. One GTP is equal